Well, good afternoon. Welcome. Thank you all so much for joining us. I'm Josh Schimmels, publisher and CEO of the Los Angeles Business Journal. I'm excited to be back hosting LA's Fastest 100 and our second annual Disruptors Awards. Today's program is going to be broken up into two distinct but related parts. Each year, the Business Journal publishes a list of the 100 fastest growing private companies in the region. It's one of our most read lists, and today we'll unveil the top 25 on that list. The criteria for the list itself is simple. It's centered solely around revenue growth. And again, this year, we decided to look beyond the numbers and behind the scenes, which brings us to the second part of the program, the Disruptor Awards. We wanted to understand why these companies made the list, what makes them so successful, and what's the secret to their growth. We narrowed the field to just a few finalists in 6 award categories. We then interviewed all 16 finalists to learn about their companies, about their cultures, their leadership, and of course, their overall success. Shortly, we'll be introducing you to each of them using video montages that we created through COVID-safe Zoom interviews. I'm excited to share that all of our finalists are here with us today, waiting in the back room, so to speak, and we'll be hearing live, just like all of you, who this year's winners are. It was truly a privilege to have the chance to meet the leaders representing each of our finalist companies. So thank you for taking the time to meet with us and the extensive interviews that you allowed us to do. I want to thank our amazing sponsors, not just for their support here today, but for their time and also their commitment in each of the interviews and for helping us honor fast-growing disruptive companies. So it's with great appreciation that I thank our 2 diamond sponsors, Fifth Third Bank and RSM. Additionally, I'd like to thank our 2 platinum sponsors, JP Morgan Private Bank and Miller Kaplan. Thank you all so much. It's been an absolute pleasure working with you. We appreciate you recognizing the importance of this program. Okay, we're going to get started with our countdown to number 1 first. I'd like to congratulate all 100 companies who've made the list this year. As a reminder, the full rankings 1 all the way down to 100 are going to be available in Monday's edition of the LA Business Journal. Here with us today to join me in unveiling the top 25 is our interim editor, Stephanie Barram. Steph, welcome.
Thank you, Josh. It's a pleasure to be with you all today and learning about and celebrating the achievements of these companies. First, I'd like to share how we compile this ranking and thank our research director, Josh Niv, for leading this effort each year. Over the course of several months, our team reviews hundreds of submissions from companies and conducts independent research to identify newly eligible companies through external databases, media outlets, and industry sources. To qualify for consideration, a company must be headquartered in LA County and have reported at least 3 years' worth of revenue data. Some of the rankings reflect ties, and more than half of the companies on this year's list are appearing for the first time. This ranking represents great accomplishments and growth across several industries. So congratulations to the companies who made this year's list. Let's meet the top 25 now, and we're starting with a tie at number 24, Printful. Printful Inc. garnered a $130 million investment, giving the bootstrapped business a valuation of more than $1 billion. Also at 24, Lyft Innovate. Lyft Innovate's mission is to bridge the gap between the world's best technologies and the people that use them. 23, Insured. Insured helps disruptive startups find the people, framework, mindset, and track record to power growth. 22, Goldco. Goldco is a leader in the precious metals industry with over a decade of experience helping customers protect their retirement savings. 21, Emburse. The Emburse Solutions portfolio provides intuitive automation for your expense management and AP needs.
All right, we are into the top 20. Number 20 is Renew Age Energy Solutions. They're a results-driven energy management services and technology company specializing in large-scale real estate projects. Number 19, ChowNow. ChowNow helps independent restaurants set up their online businesses quickly and easily while allowing them to maintain direct relationships with their customers and their cost structure. Number 18 is Blue Digital Group. Their team delivers products and services in the areas of software, operations, quality control, engineering, and production management from leading global companies. 17, Hennessey Digital. They're a full-service digital marketing agency best known for their understanding of the Google algorithm. I didn't know anybody understood that. Good for them. Number 16, Payment Cloud. It's your one-stop shop for all of your business processing card needs.
Number 15, Omaze. Omaze is an online fundraising platform that offers the chance to win experiences and prizes to support nonprofits around the world. Number 14, Trailliant. Trailliant's approach to e-learning is designed with realistic video scenarios and interactive content that connects with today's mobile workforce. 13, JB Office. JB Office is a national leader in office supplies and utilization of technology. 12, Supply Solutions. Supply Solutions is a full-line distributor of janitorial supplies, packaging supplies, and office products. Number 10, Yeti Houseware Appliances. Yeti Houseware Appliances is an e-commerce based company that specializes in small appliances. They're known for their air fryer and electric pressure cooker.
So we did not skip number 11. Number 10 is also another tie. So our other number 10 is Magic Links. Magic Links is the global leader in social commerce for YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok video influencers. Number 9 is Dave. Dave is a digital banking service that emphasizes no overdraft fees and then provides loans to individuals' accounts at their banks for overdraft protection. Number 8, Attitude Holdings. Attitude is a direct-to-consumer, sustainable lifestyle brand offering modern bedding, bath, and sleep essentials made from 100% organic bamboo. Down to number 7, Sea Point Business Advisors. They're a full-service independent M&A firm focused on providing sound advice to business owners on the sale of their businesses. And number 6, SADA. They help their customers boost user experiences through data, improve collaboration, and help to transform their businesses through better technology. All right, we are down to our top 5, Steph.
Yes, number 5, Vegamore. Vegamore's scientifically tested natural ingredients create clean, effective hair restoration formulas for scalp, eyebrows, and eyelashes. Number 4, Asha Foods USA. Asha Foods delivers the taste of Taiwan to your doorstep, offering a variety of delicious noodle dishes and tasty snacks. And we're down to our top 3. Number 3 is Movers and Shakers. Movers and Shakers clients rely on them to spread joy by creating cultural relevance across mainstream and emerging social platforms. Number 2, Packform USA. Packform is an intelligent packaging marketplace that instantly connects buyers and sellers. And our number 1 fastest growing private company is Honeybee Health. Honeybee Health is an online pharmacy that provides generic prescription medications and supplements without the need for insurance.
Congratulations to all 100 companies on this year's list, and of course to the top 25 that we just named. I also want to take a moment to thank our entire editorial team for all the effort that it takes and the research and the compilation of this list. Again, the entire list of 100 is going to be available in next week's edition of the LA Business Journal, both in digital and print format. Okay, so we are going to hop right into the formal awards portion, and we're going to honor the market's most impactful disruptors. After interviewing all the finalists, I had a chance to sit down with our 2 Diamond sponsors, and we discussed what we learned from our finalists, how we personally define disruptors, and why they're so important. Let's take a look at a piece of that conversation. A disruptor is an organization or a product that has figured out how to reach its customers or solve a problem in a way that is so unique that it stops an entire industry and forces it to take notice.
Disruptors are innovative, out-of-the-box thinkers that can be referred to as bellwether organizations that knowingly take on the early risk of doing business different. And as a byproduct, they raise the standards for other companies in their industry or market.
What is a disruptor? A unique company that comes to the market and impacts an industry in a remarkable way. They bring value that is unparalleled and unmatched and become a trendsetter within the industry and business community. Disruptors find ways to create new ideas and exploit changes that their competitors haven't done before. In the process, they create change that pushes entire industries forward.
Disruptors encourage innovation, challenge the norm, and drive change, which in turn helps propel growth. They stimulate industry and markets to stay leading edge and relevant. As a result, they often provide exceeding value on the balance sheet to not only their investors, but also their clients, their employees alike.
Disruptors don't just impact their companies, they impact their competitors, they impact their markets, and they ultimately evoke major change in order to solve problems in a new and more substantial way.
All were very passionate about positive change. Many of the companies were passionate about their purpose to do things differently in their industry, which I can only imagine was exemplified with COVID. All had a deep appreciation for the city of LA and everything it provides. All maintained a high value in being born in LA and attributed much of their success from the opportunities that the city provides.
All of this year's finalists benefit from the diversity of the city's talent, ideas, and access to the wide range of opportunity that the city provides. Each of them cited Los Angeles as a driving factor in their growth and overall success.
I see so much passion, so much energy, commitment to people, and commitment to serving purpose. It's contagious. We've all caught the bug.
First and foremost, a thriving economy, location, easy access to the global markets, and you certainly can't beat the excellent weather. Education, we have some of the best institutions in the country. Diversity, we have diversity in our talent, our people, our industries, and just makes it a great location to start a new business.
LA is the largest city in California. It is a vibrant marketplace for ideas and talent that is hard to replicate anywhere in the world. It is the perfect location for an entrepreneur to start and grow a business. Angelinos are all about identifying and solving problems, which drives disruption.
The Los Angeles Business Journal thrives to provide content that inspires our readers and their businesses to reach further, to do something different, to make an impact. That's exactly what our disruptors do. All right, it's time here to announce our first award category. Please welcome Michael Kaplan, partner with Miller Kaplan. Michael, thanks for being here.
Thanks, Josh. I appreciate it. And I appreciate the opportunity of being at this event, the Los Angeles Business Journal's LA Disruptors event. I will tell you, Josh, the music, the opening music set the tone, I think, for today. Brought me back to my childhood. And at the same time, Eye of the Tiger, that's exactly what we have here with all the innovative minds and the emerging companies that are being represented at this event. So kudos to you guys with that music opening. Hi, I'm Michael Kaplan, the managing partner at Miller Kaplan. We're a mid-sized accounting firm that specializes in guiding and advising closely held and emerging businesses throughout the world, from startup to $500 million in value. We're happy to be part of this Disruptors Award, as we think it is such an important part of the Los Angeles economy. We thrive in working with innovators and entrepreneurs, as we at Miller Kaplan see ourselves the same way. We provide all the traditional accounting services, but we are so much more than that, as we provide innovative and accelerating solutions to our clients across many industries. Some examples of this are our licensing and royalty audits for the technology sector, market revenue reports for the media sector, business management and brand development for the entertainment sector, trend reports for manufacturing and distribution sectors, and information security services for all industry sectors. We are based mostly on the West Coast with 5 office locations, but we serve our clients spread throughout the globe. I want to congratulate all the finalists today. You've accomplished quite a bit and you're on the right trajectory, clearly. You have developed innovative and amazing companies that have been able to prosper and even in these difficult times. Well, that's enough about me. And so without further ado, let's start with the first award of the program. It is for the Innovator of the Year. Our finalists are Gamebreaker Inc., Gimbal Inc., and Honeybee Health. We'd like to meet our finalists.
We are disrupting in our space. And if you're a football fan or you're a sports fan, then you're gonna love our story. I had 2 boys playing football and noticed a void in safety and decided to do something about it. 2010-11, we brought in what we call today a soft-shelled helmet, which at the time had never been seen or used in sports at all. There was no head protection for what we call non-contact sports. We saw a trend where tackle football was spending more and more time focusing on head injuries and the aftermaths of them. And we really wanted to get in front of it and say, hey, we want to do something that's going to protect the athletes from this happening. We brought in a container of merchandise. We originally donated it to socioeconomically challenged neighborhoods. We protected the kids that we knew were playing sports with the worst equipment possible. And so we started out at the high school level. We started in college football. They said no one would ever dream about wearing our product in the NFL. Well, it's being worn every day. The leading helmet lab in the world today, which is Virginia Tech, says that wearing our helmet reduces the risk of concussion by 78%.
Last year, we bought a company from Disney called Truex, and as a result of that, we sort of go by both of those trade names. Gimbal is really about location intelligence and analytics. A lot of the future of the company that we have built is combining those type of offline analytics and in-person experiences with the connected TV environment. You know, we pivoted a number of different times. So we have, I think, probably the largest scaled out interactive television SDK or connected TV SDK to allow, you know, in this case, advertisers to create really robust interactive ad experiences. I think the way that we've done innovation is really a lot more like putting together pieces of a puzzle. Let an innovation bubble up through employees, really focus really closely on the customer needs and wants. And so much of our business has been really finding the synergies between 2 what appear to be disparate businesses and being able to unlock the value that comes from bringing those 2 things together.
Honeybee Health is an online pharmacy that provides generic prescription medications without the need for insurance. And it allows customers to choose their preferred generic manufacturer, which is something that hasn't traditionally been done. We currently operate in 47 states and territories, and we serve tens of thousands of customers nationwide. We got started in this business because I'm a pharmacist by trade and my co-founder is a pharmacy technician. And we were just really fed up with the chain pharmacy experience, and we really wanted to give customers a radical level of transparency to prescription medication drug pricing so that they can make the best decision for themselves and not what the insurance plan was telling them to do. We've really been diving deep into reproductive health care, and I want to avoid calling it women's health because it's more inclusive than that. It's actually reproductive health. There's just such a large and diverse group of like talented people here. It's been really great to see the response from the LA community.
as a business leader myself, it's great to see so much innovation here in the LA area and in so many different industry sectors. Congratulations to all three of our finalists. The 2021 honoree for Innovator of the Year is Honeybee Health. Congratulations, Honeybee Health. Dr. Jessica Nuhavandi, their co-founder, is with us today. We'd like to invite her to say a few brief words.
Thank you so much, Michael. It's such an honor to win this award. I want to thank the LA Business Journal and all those who make Honeybee Health the company that it is today. The pharmacists, our fulfillment team, our customer service representatives, our engineers, and all those who work tirelessly to improve our pharmacy. I'm very grateful to accept this award again on behalf of my team, who's turned this dream into a reality for getting affordable medications into the hands of thousands of Americans. At Honeybee Health, our focus is about increasing access to affordable prescription medications and putting the power back in the hands of the patient. And this past year has been truly transformational for us. We were the very first US-based pharmacy to ship abortion medication. It's a momentous achievement for Americans, particularly of women of color and others who historically have faced barriers for reproductive health care that were made even worse by COVID. As a pharmacy, we believe that everyone has the right to choose if an abortion is right for them. And we're deeply honored to be a part of the pioneering group of medical professionals who are bringing increased access to safe abortion pills across the country. So thank you again to the LA Business Journal. And if you feel equally passionate about changing the landscape of healthcare in this country, I'd love to connect with you. You can find me on all social platforms at Dr. Jessica RX. Thanks so much.
Congratulations, Jessica, to you and your company. It's just truly amazing, the success that you've had so quickly. And I know it doesn't happen without a lot of hard work and contributions from a lot of people. Before you go, I'd love to know a little bit more about how you got started. Could you please just share, what really inspired you to start Honeybee Health?
Yeah, absolutely. So as a pharmacist, spending many years behind the counter with patients and seeing them walk away and having to decide whether or not they're going to buy groceries or whether they're going to pick up their medication. And that's really where the inspiration began, to try to find a better way, to try to change the way people are looking at prescription drug pricing in this country. And so it was really a natural progression for me to get to this point, but couldn't have been done without our incredible team.
Well, congratulations again to you and your team, and much continued success and well into the future. You're doing great work.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Michael, and congratulations to Honeybee and to our other finalists. All right, next up to announce our next award is Katie Brody, Executive Director, Pasadena Market Team Lead for JP Morgan Private Bank. Katie, thanks for being here.
Thank you, Josh. Hello, everyone. I'm Katie Brody, Executive Director and Team Lead for JP Morgan's Private Bank office in Pasadena. I am thrilled to be joining you all today to celebrate and honor the outstanding disruptors and innovators who are changing the face of our city. In the private bank, we work with entrepreneurs throughout their company lifecycle, from early stage pre-profit startups to global firms. We're hyper-focused on delivering customized advice and solutions and an elevated banking experience to our clients, along with our partners and specialists in our commercial, investment, and retail banks. Like our clients and like the founders and companies we're celebrating today, we continue to see incredible growth opportunity in Los Angeles. We recently announced a strategic expansion effort with a focus on California that will roll out over the next 5 years. We're adding advisors across 4 offices in Greater Los Angeles, Century City, and our new offices in Westlake Village, South Bay, and Pasadena. I am excited to be leading our effort to build out our Pasadena office and team. Our locally driven teams enable us to better support our clients where they live and work and more closely connect with them around their interests and passions. JP Morgan is committed to Los Angeles, and we're investing heavily to help drive a diverse and inclusive economy in our city. This year alone, we've made over $9 million in recent contributions to support the LA community through programs in workforce readiness, financial health, and community and small business development. We've also contributed over $2 million locally in LA to continue our support for vulnerable communities impacted by the pandemic. A community's success or failure is because of all of us, and we believe that we can drive a socially responsible business ecosystem by funding programs and proactive intervention with our local partners. At JP Morgan, we're very passionate about this awards category and honored to be part of this process today. Without further ado, I am excited to introduce the finalists for the social responsibility category. The finalists are Marvin Engineering Co. and Splendies. Let's meet the finalists.
Marvin's actually a small privately held family business. Through the years, we've simply supported not just the aerospace and defense community, but at certain points, commercial entities as well. But as we have evolved, we've turned into predominantly a defense and aerospace manufacturer. I think being in Los Angeles, and in particular Inglewood, we're able to draw on a very diverse and capable workforce. It's really tough to pull people in, but we have now just under 1,000 people. And we're really looking at not only our onboarding, but the retention. We continue to try to ensure that we're looking at a roadmap for people so that we're always challenging them and giving them an opportunity to do more within our organization. So relative to just our consistent growth, I would say that performance is probably the number one thing. Always coming through for our customers, doing what we say, committing, giving them that predictable performance so that they know that when they give us, a significant program and work to do, that, we are going to meet their objectives.
Splendies, a women's subscription service for plus size underwear. About 7 years ago, a cousin of mine, she noticed that no one was really making plus size underwear. And she would go to the store, and it's not necessarily the nicest thing or the best thing to ask, do you have my size? And she was finding that a lot of the underwear in her size was basically just 3 packs of like black, nude, and white. And so she had actually, looked to start a company, not necessarily a subscription, but a company doing this. I thought it was a very good idea. And so I was like, all right, yeah, let's, I think this has legs. And so did a lot more research and got involved in this, went, full fledged on in. So we both serve as both something that's functional and something that's fun. And so when you get both of those together, you marry those two things together, it's something that hopefully keeps people coming back month after month. We have a good product at a good price. And we're always trying to work to make it a great product at a great price. And the goal would be to make it the best product at the best price. We don't skimp. We don't try to cut corners. We really want to make sure that the experience for the customer is top notch. For anyone who would ask, I'd always say, why not LA? We have the talent. There's a lot of reasons why LA is perfect. And I only hope to see it grow more.
Well, congratulations to both of our finalists in this category. The 2021 honoree for social responsibility is Splendies. Their founder and CEO, Anthony Coombs, is here with us today. Anthony, welcome. Congratulations. We'd love to invite you to say a few words.
Oh, thank you so much. This is an honor and very, very cool to win this award. Just to let you know, I think I live in the oldest building in Los Angeles, and I just 1 minute ago started doing work on plumbing, so you might hear that. But no, it's really an honor to be able to accept this award. And I just want to thank our team that does an incredible job every single day trying to make sure that our customers are satisfied and keep coming back and get something more than just a product, but an experience and a feeling that there's something more than just underwear. It may come as a surprise to some people, but getting underwear in the mail is, we get people all the time who it's what they look forward to every single month. It's a pick me up. it's something, especially during the pandemic where people were alone and not having a lot to be able to do, getting that pink and white package in the mail really brightened their day. So really, really cool.
Yeah, that's really cool. And I love that you saw a need, an opportunity in the market and you addressed it. It sounds like you this sort of just came upon you and perhaps you didn't always want to be or plan to be an entrepreneur. Tell us a little bit about how that process shaped you into the entrepreneur you are today.
Sure. Well, I would always say I was always going to be an entrepreneur from long back in the day. I'll give a quick story. It's funny. There was an email that just got the other day. A lady who worked with my mom over 25 years ago found me and sent an email talking about Splendies and was just really happy to see it. My mom, unfortunately, was laid off about 25 years ago when I was in high school. And it created a lot of issues and problems financially for my family. And it was a very, very difficult time. And really it was at that point where I knew that no matter what, I was going to put my future in my hands. And I wanted to make sure that I'd be able to make sure that no matter what we did, we do it the right way, which is very, very important. Only bring on good people. That's the first thing that we look for, is that someone's very honest and just good people on the team. And I think that makes for the entrepreneurial journey to be a lot more fun and enriching.
Well, we appreciate your dedication and the ideas and just putting it all together. Thank you so much, Anthony, for joining us today. Congratulations.
Thank you, Josh. Thanks to everyone on the Splendies team. Thank you.
All right. Well, I also want to congratulate Marvin on the honor as being a finalist as well. Okay, to announce our next two awards, I'd like to welcome Leslie Stackpole, Los Angeles office leader for RSM US. Leslie, welcome.
Thank you, Josh, and good afternoon, everyone. My colleagues at RSM and I are proud to be in partnership with the Los Angeles Business Journal as a diamond sponsor of the Disruptor Awards for the third year. We applaud all the nominees for your efforts in shaking up the status quo. This is my first year personally participating in these awards, and I've been very impressed with the quality and passion of all the companies that participated in the process. I think it is a testament to the diverse and talented workforce in LA, which has helped lead to the success of all the companies. First, I will be presenting the award in sustainability. Our finalists are Ams Fulfillment, Attitudes Holdings, Inc., and Supply Solutions. Let's meet these companies focusing on sustainability.
Our thing is that, the inventory shows up to us and we manage it on behalf of our clients. We locate that inventory and then we pick it, pack it, ship it out direct to consumer or business to business. We're in about 1 million square feet right now, 600 employees and growing right now. We've had a B Corp culture since the very beginnings of AMS. We didn't have to change our mission statement. Normally, anybody that becomes a B Corp, they say, oh, you have to rewrite your mission statement to align with the B Corp principles. Ours was already there. I think that makes us a different kind of company. It gives our people more of a reason to come into work other than just a paycheck, which is important to us. LA is, it's a great place to live. It attracts great people. And I think it's just naturally progressive, as an area that wants to do good for people around you and for the environment versus just for the bottom line.
Attitude means eco attitude. We are a sustainable lifestyle brand offering luxury quality modern bedding, bath towels, and apparel made from the world's first clean bamboo fabric. So the idea of attitude actually struck me while I was shopping for my own home. I noticed that there's an opening or opportunity to bring a more environment-friendly textile to the bedding industry. So we did a life circle assessment last year. to prove that compared to cotton, our bamboo sheets save 52% carbon emissions and also use 500 times less water. So we think sustainable is really on product, people, and planet. I looked at New York, San Francisco, and Los Angeles, but choose Los Angeles. There's a lot of talent here in the lifestyle business, definitely not lacking of creative talent, so it's easy to photo shoot or video shooting.
We like to say within our sales organization that, we were selling green cleaning before it was the trendy thing to do. Even from inception and starting the company and the company colors, we went with green because that was going to be the focus. Everything was going to, only become more and more important regarding sustainability. Obviously, Los Angeles is at the forefront of a lot of that. Our team is flexible, so we're big enough to help, big companies, but we're still nimble enough to be able to move quickly. And I think that's never been more important than during the pandemic. We try to just let everybody know that you can take a step back, take a breath when you need it, and focus on yourself. And we have a team that's going to carry us. So keep yourself and your mental health in a good place. I think sustainable products now have come a really long way.
Well, congratulations to all three of our finalists. Having a son that's currently studying environmental science and very passionate about sustainability and global sustainability, I applaud all of your efforts. The 2021 honoree for sustainability is Ams Fulfillment. Their CEO and owner, Jay Catlin, is here. Jay, we'd like you to say a few words. You might have to take yourself off mute, Jay, if you're.
There we go. Can you hear me now?
Can hear you now.
Okay, terrific. Yeah, what a great honor. Thank you so much. I'd like to give a shout out to my business partner, been with me. I started the company in 2002. He joined me in 2004, and he's been a real visionary for us. He's the one that kind of championed the idea of becoming a social enterprise and a B Corp. That's my partner, Ken Wiseman. But really, it's a people business. Everybody on our green team, my purchasing team. Fulfillment's a place, we did, 1.3 million packages in November. It's a place where you can really make an impact, I would say. So trying to encourage our clients to go paperless, encourage them to use earth-friendly materials. It's a place that you can really make a difference besides recycling and the other things that we can do as a company. But with 1 million square feet, 600 people plus, it's a place to focus on. And I'm really proud of the team, HR, everybody that's worked so hard to get us this award. So thank you.
Great. Thank you, Jay. And I got a quick question for you. So you touched on it in the video, but what do you want other companies to know when it comes to sustainability and B Corps?
Well, if you're going to be a B Corp, you have to have a mission to do good as a business and not just work towards the bottom line. Everybody on the board, we sign off on that with every single board meeting, and that's working with your community, for your employees, it's diversity, equity, inclusion, and it's for the environment as well. So it's something that you need to be passionate about. And, there's so much going on as a fulfillment company. There's never a dull moment, especially this time of year. So the leadership team that you have needs to carve out time. You're not going to be a successful B Corp unless you can carve out time to really commit to doing good as a business. It takes energy and effort. And it's so easy to get sidetracked with your core day to day, but that's what we do as a company. We've done it since the beginning, and I'm really proud of the team.
Great. Thank you. Thank you. And again, congratulations to all of the finalists in that category. Next, I have the pleasure of announcing finalists and our honoree for the RSM Middle Market Award. RSM has a strong commitment to the business community of Los Angeles. RSM's Middle Market Award recognizes remarkable growth achieved over the last year and by middle market companies that are having a tremendous impact on the LA economy. For nearly a century, RSM has strived to be first choice advisors to middle market leaders globally. Our audit, tax, and consulting services are designed specifically to help middle market firms by gaining a deep understanding of your business goals and providing advice on how to position your company for growth, both internally and externally. Our finalists for the RSM Middle Market Award are Movers and Shakers, Packform USA, and Twin Med. So we got to interview these finalists. Here's what they had to say.
Movers and Shakers is a disruptive creative agency on a mission to spread joy. So everything we do as a company is designed to put positive emotional energy out into the world, connect those positive emotions back to the brands that we work with to drive more brand love. We work in a lot of social media. We do a lot of TikTok marketing. Our North Star as an agency is connecting brands into culture. So we're always looking for how do we make our clients' brands more culturally relevant, more cool, build more buzz. We were one of the first agencies on TikTok over 2 years ago, and our clients really come to us to push them into tomorrow and help them understand what's next in culture and how do they fit in, how do they build more cool factor around their brands. But as soon as quarantine started and everyone was stuck at home, social media usage went through the roof. And that drove a lot more interest in developing innovative social campaigns. Early on, we created the most viral TikTok campaign that's ever happened. That was with e.l.f. Cosmetics, with over 5 million people creating videos to join in on e.l.f.'s campaign. That made TikTok famous back in 2019 among marketers because that level of virality had never been seen before. Also made Movers and Shakers famous. And so we've had the privilege of helping a lot of these huge brands from Amazon to Neutrogena to understand and win on TikTok. And that's really driven a lot of our rapid growth.
I've been in the industry, the packaging industry, for a long time, going on sort of 20 years. And it's always festered with me that the industry was so antiquated. It was kind of an essential industry and just didn't keep up. And then in my personal life, I'm watching Amazon and other tech companies just take off and make things easy and intuitive and customer friendly, and people love it. And it bugged me that it could never be done in the space that I knew really well. The aha moment for me was when I went to a global conference. My business partner, Phil, who I started Packform with, he was one of the keynote speakers at the conference. And he was talking about what he does for a living, which is disrupt industries. And for me, that was that light bulb moment where I thought, okay, cool. I know something could be better. He does this for a living. So let's get together and figure out how we can turn this thing upside down. Well, we're a marketplace. So we want to get everybody kind of living in our marketplace. And that's how we operate. We're constantly pushing that supply chain. So we do have decreases in our technology at its core. It just makes things more competitive. So we're able to, through our dealer channel, which is the salespeople that go to market, we're able to push back decreases, which is like unheard of for anybody in the industry. I think LA is the 5th biggest economy in the world. It's massive. So when we were figuring out where do we want to start, how do we want to operate, we have everything we could ever want here that'll keep us busy for a really, really long time.
We are a medical supply company here based in Los Angeles. We've been here for over 25 years. We focus on what's called the SNF business, or the senior assisted living homes. That is really our bread and butter, where we work with the most, as well as the home care world around that. In our field and in our area, we're one of the smaller players, between $500 and $600 million, and we're competing with the big boys who are in the billions of dollars. We've found our niche there to be around for 25 plus years. We kind of we found specialization, and we're very good at what we do. Part of our kind of secret sauce is about our salespeople. It's a fantastic company that has grown tremendously because of Los Angeles and with Los Angeles. Look, I'm an LA fan, so through and through. I love the city. But besides loving the city from a business standpoint, I think it's probably the most unique city probably in the world.
Congratulations to all three of our finalists. And you got to hear a little bit of that passion, that LA, the appreciation that the companies that the companies have for our great city, which is just awesome. The 2021 honoree for the RSM Middle Market Award is Twin Med. Their CEO, Cliff Katab, is here. Cliff, we'd like you to go and unmute and say a few words.
Okay. Thank you very much. I appreciate it, Leslie. It's a real honor. So thank you, everybody. I want to obviously thank the LA Business Journal and the sponsors for everything that you've done, and the other nominees for being equally passionate about our city and the business. At Twin Med, we just like everyone said, we work really hard, and we love the city of Los Angeles. It's really, I don't think if we would be able to have grown the way we have if we didn't have the diversity that we have in the city to kind of be able to pull the talent together to allow us to grow the way that we have. I'm grateful to our team, our operations team, our IT team, our customer service team. But as I mentioned earlier, one of the unique things about us is our sales folks allow us to really compete with some of the biggest players, not just in the country, but in the world in the medical supply business. And a lot of that talent, comes from our city as well as the balance of the country, but mostly, through Los Angeles. So we're really grateful to be here, and we're really grateful, and this is an honor. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Cliff. What are you most excited about in regards to your company's growth? Or what are you looking most forward to in this next year, other than COVID going away?
Well, for us being in the medical supply world, COVID has been a very interesting ride, as it has been obviously for everybody. But I think what I'm looking forward to the most is probably the normalization of the supply chain, as probably a lot of folks are dealing with. Us always being in the glove and mask business long before COVID, it's done a lot of interesting things to our supply chain. But besides the normal supply chain challenges and the ships in the ocean, everybody was buying gloves and masks, and all of a sudden it became a lot more challenging for us in terms of what our normal business was. So I'm looking forward to probably trying to get our business a little bit more normalized from that standpoint.
Thanks, Cliff. I get that. Back to you, Josh.
Thank you, Leslie, and congratulations again to Ams Fulfillment and Twin Med. Now to announce our final two awards, I'd like to welcome Brandon Ferreira, Southern California Market Executive, Middle Market Banking from Fifth Third Bank. Brandon, welcome back. It's great to have you here.
Hey, thanks, Josh. Appreciate it. And good afternoon, everyone. Before I dive into the final two awards, on behalf of all my Fifth Third colleagues, I'd like to thank all of the impressive nominees and honorees today. Your remarkable success and leadership is an inspiration to our business community. Congratulations to all of you for well-deserved recognition. I'd also like to thank the LA Business Journal. We're grateful for our continued partnership and thrilled to once again be a diamond sponsor for this terrific event. Fifth Third Bank is over 160 years old and the 10th largest bank in the country. Since we first opened our doors in 1858, we put our clients and their businesses at the center of everything we do, and that's never going to change. Whatever your business goals are, we're here to help you succeed. Earlier this year, we were proud to be one of only 5 banks recognized to be one of the world's most ethical companies by Ethisphere. Over the last 4 years, we've been expanding our commercial banking team here in Southern California and expanding the footprint of the bank by hiring local talent and partnering with great local businesses. Our team has grown to over 50 employees with offices in Los Angeles, Orange County, the Inland Empire, and San Francisco, which represents a huge commitment by the bank to bring a fantastic bank brand to the West Coast. Our local team of bankers has an average tenure of over 20 years spent building relationships and providing meaningful advice here in our local market. We're proud to be here today to honor the 2021 nominees and winners for their distinctive accomplishments and contributions to the Los Angeles business community. And with that, the first award I'll be presenting is the Accelerator Award. This award is for the company that has moved up the LABJ fastest growing private companies list to the greatest number of spots from last year. There are 2 companies that stood out. Our finalists are JB Office and Omaze Inc. Let's meet them.
We're fastest growing in our biggest category that we sell a lot in is ink and toner. We're also, from our Amazon Liaison, we are the largest third-party seller of ink and toner on the platform. In sales, you're buying from somebody you want to talk to and do business with, as opposed to the product. I mean, yes, the product is there, but the relationship is what kind of makes it different. We just really try to focus putting together technology with good customer service and quick turnaround. We try to get everything to everybody next business day if possible. We do have nationwide distribution. We pull from 150 different warehouses. You can't keep staying on your laurels. You have to keep innovating. I'm not going to leave. I'm born and raised Angelino. Same with my business partner. This is the city we both grew up in.
Omaze was started by me and a friend of mine out of business school. What we do is we raise money and awareness for causes by offering the chance to win once-in-a-lifetime experiences. We've done everything from ride in a tank with Arnold Schwarzenegger and crush things to win a Lamborghini where Pope Francis hands you the keys. Where we're different than most companies that do this is rather than one high net worth individual paying $25,000 or $50,000, we make it so that anybody can donate $10 for the chance to win. And we love Los Angeles. There's amazing companies here, amazing talent here. When we started, it was not the ecosystem it is today, but it's been amazing to see it grow. But for our business in particular, working with talent and having the film industry and everything around us, it made a lot of sense for us to be in Los Angeles.
Congratulations again to both of the nominees. And the honoree is Omaze Inc. We're joined by their CEO, Matthew Polson. Matthew, we'd like to invite you to say a few words.
Sure. Thank you, Brandon. Thank you to everybody at the Los Angeles Business Journal. We're honored to be included among this amazing group of companies. I am a 4th generation Californian. I'm incredibly proud of the LA ecosystem. I think it's the most creative, pioneering entrepreneurial ecosystem in the world. And I'm honored to be included among, again, all the other companies who are just doing great things, and so proud to see what LA is producing.
Yeah, great. Congrats again, Matthew. One thing that occurred to me in getting to know more about your company is just the interesting sweepstakes that you guys create. And I was wondering, can you perhaps share a few of your favorite sweepstakes that you guys put together?
Sure. We recently did one where you get to go to space with Richard Branson. That was pretty amazing. The winner was a woman from Antigua who will be the first woman from the Caribbean in space. She's going to bring her daughter with her. So they'll be the first mother-daughter pairing in space. And her daughter's also coincidentally a astrophysics major. And so it's pretty incredible for her dream to come true. Both of their dreams to come true. That was an awesome one. We did one where you got to go to win a Lamborghini where Pope Francis hands you the keys. was pretty crazy. I had to go to the Vatican and pitch Pope Francis on why he should do that. We did one where you got to ride in a tank with Arnold Schwarzenegger and crush things. We did one where John Legend sang at your wedding. That happened to a couple in North Carolina. John Legend sang at their wedding. So those are some of my favorites.
That's awesome. It sounds like the idea generation meetings that you have are better than most. That sounds pretty fun. Well, thanks again and congratulations.
Thanks, Brandon.
Yeah. All right. Next up, our final award is for the Disruptor of the Year. The Disruptor Award recognizes companies who have caused significant change within their industries this year. Our finalists are Chow Now, Dave, and Yeti Houseware Appliances. Let's hear from the finalists.
We started the business about a decade ago, actually, to help independent restaurants compete with big national chains when it came to all things online ordering, mobile apps, marketing, digital marketing, CRM, and everything else. And as somebody who just loves independent restaurants, said, well, I don't like the world where it's just the chains dominate, and how do we help the independents and the small guys fight back? Because we don't charge restaurants any commissions to use the Chow Now app. It's completely free. There's no fees, commissions, or anything else. All we ask is restaurants don't mark up their menu prices. I think there's this ability, and we're working on this now, to become a member of your local restaurant. They're not going to be exclusive to members only, but members will have this elevated experience. So, it may be just a discount. It may be them, the restaurant sending out a push notification to all their members saying, hey, come by this afternoon for a glass of wine on the house to all members, or this or that. And it's going to really kind of tighten that bond of diner and restaurant. There's no other place other than LA, other than maybe New York, that allows our team to experience the diversity of food and cuisine types and backgrounds and restaurants and everything else.
The mission really is to level the financial playing field for the everyday person. We want to create financial opportunity for people in this country, and it's very hard to do so when people are being just getting riddled with fees. Dave was the first app that tells you about your upcoming bills and lets you know what you can safely spend before your next paycheck hits. And that innovation was something I wish I had when I was growing up. Banking customers at Dave, if you need that extra $100, we're going to give it to you at no interest, because we know that your paycheck's coming into the app. We know when it is, and so we think that that's actually a very low risk transaction. And so we're just going to make it we're going to flip the whole model on its head. And that two-pronged part to helping people with insights and interest-free cash has been a huge way we've disrupted the industry. I've always thought of this as a place I wanted to establish my roots. I love it here. I love the people. I love the diversity. I love the food. I love the weather. And so, I felt that this was always a place I wanted to build my companies. LA will always be the headquarters and the hub, and we've got a nice office here that we've recently moved into, but we'll now accommodate people from anywhere in the country.
We were founded by my father, Yeti. He's an 88-year-old immigrant. He comes to work every day. The appliance side is an offshoot that was founded by my high school buddy and I, Matthew. We're a domestic small appliance brand, and we manufacture our goods in China and distribute them all over the world. We founded our business with $17,000 a person as far as capital 5 years ago, and now this year or last year we did $12 million in sales. And this year we were just announced our bread maker, which was a huge product during the coronavirus pandemic. That is now included in Oprah's favorite things as well. So Matthew and I are born and raised Los Angelinos. We both have huge pride in being Los Angelinos. The resources, the people, the networking in Los Angeles, I would argue, to be the most access-friendly city in the world.
All right. And the 2021 Disruptor of the Year honoree is Chow Now. Their CEO, Christopher Webb, is with us today. We'd like to invite him to say a few words.
Awesome. Thank you. This is very nice. It seems like most people here in attendance. I also grew up in LA, born and raised here, moved away in my 20s and then moved back to LA to start Chow Now with my co-founder, who's also born and raised here in LA and went to UCLA. So a lot of LA blood across the two founders and then the entire team. So this is very nice for us. In terms of being disruptors, we don't set out to do that. We don't think about it that way, but we just think about doing it the right thing. We think about everything we do, every move, what's the right thing for restaurants and local restaurants. And unfortunately, it is disruptive compared to other companies in our space. But we just think about doing the right thing for restaurants. So this week in the Chow Now app, we launched a new feature that we just think is the right thing, which shows every time you order how much money you're saving your local restaurant by helping them avoid commissions because the entire platform is commission free for restaurants. So, we do little things like this and we have a lot more lined up for next year. But anyway, thanks to everyone involved with this. It's nice to win. And I'm sure the team is going to be very happy when I tell them.
Awesome. Congrats again. And yeah, great to meet you virtually. I've definitely seen the product in the food ordering I've done over the last few years, definitely at an increased pace. So anyways, Chris, in the interview, you mentioned some plans for membership in the coming year. And I think you just briefly mentioned it again. Can you share more about that? Just curious how that might look for the business.
Sure. Yeah, it's something we actually launched because of COVID. Restaurants were obviously hurting for cash as soon as COVID hit last year. And I think what everyone is rushing to were gift cards, which we thought was an option, but we didn't think it was the best option. So we rolled out just local memberships for restaurants that allowed them to go to all their customers and say, hey, become a member of my restaurant, pay an upfront membership fee, very much like you do with Amazon Prime or Costco. 100% of that fee, and usually the fee is about $100. The restaurant's able to set what they want to do with the fee, goes to the restaurant. So it produces upfront cash to restaurants, and then they're able to offer their customers now turn members ongoing deals. So sometimes it's just a discount. Sometimes it's 20% off in every order for the year. Sometimes they go beyond that, and we're looking to kind of double down on that. And so far, we have about 1,000 of our restaurant clients now opened up these membership programs for their own diners. And kind of one way we think about it is a little bit like Amazon Prime for your local restaurant. And what we find is that when somebody becomes a member of their local restaurant, that very first month after becoming a member, they spend 40% more at that restaurant. And from there on, they spend a lot more at the restaurant. So it's really great in terms of driving upfront cash to the restaurant and then making that customer even stickier and ordering more often at that restaurant. So it's achieving what we set out to do, and we're going to double down on it.
Great. Hey, thanks and congrats again. Appreciate you being here.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Brandon. Congratulations to the last two groups of honorees. I hope you all join me in a virtual round of applause for all of our finalists and honorees. I want to congratulate all 100 companies on the fastest growing private companies list. Even though we only unveiled the top 25, you can read the rankings for the other 75 in Monday's print and digital versions of the Business Journal. Additionally, there is going to be a recorded version of this entire program available on our website at labusinessjournal.com. So if you'd like to share it with anybody, there's people in your organizations, clients, family, friends who would like to see it and weren't able to join us today, there's a chance for you to send on to them. Thank you all so much for taking the time. I want to thank our sponsors once again for their investment in promoting, endorsing, and supporting disruptive companies in our market. Thank you all so much for being here. We look forward to hosting you next year in person. Until then, please stay healthy. Have a good day.